Happy 70 years, St. Andrew Presbyterian Church. And there you are, being such an amazing witness all these years for justice and for love. Thank you for inviting people like me into your congregation, people who called me less than, second class, unworthy, faithless, and you said, that's horse pucky. So here we are, celebrating you for all the ways that you have gathered in so many of us who are labeled different. So whether you are working on immigration or climate change, whether you are working on sexism and racism and language, look what you have done all these years. So who did you invite as your pastor 40 years ago? Jimmy Rigby. And what a pastor he is and has been. So I will tell you a few stories. Jim Rigby invited me to come to your church. And what I found out years later by inviting me, that you almost lost your building because he said yes to an out lesbian pastor. Now, there were lesbian and gay people in your congregation, but there were people who were very frightened because of the church saying no. But he invited me. And with that, we said, okay, let's travel through Texas. Little did we know, Jenny Davidson, the former vice moderator of the Presbyterian Church, and myself, how long it would take us to go through Texas. So we borrowed Susie Miller's car. And with us then came Richard Goss as driver, Jim Rigby on the right, and Babs Miller, Ginny, and myself in the back seat. And we went everywhere. We went to Houston, we went to Dallas, we went to Waco, we went to all these places. Can you imagine traveling with Babs, Jim Rigby, and Richard Goss? Well, Ginny and I had the time of our life. So our first stop, this is what Babs did. She calls her partner, Suze, and she says, Suze, listen, don't worry. Here we are. I'm sleeping with Janie Spahr and Jenny Davidson. And of course, Jenny can't hear anything. She's stone deaf. And you could hear on the other end of the phone, what? You're sleeping with who? So that was our very first night. But we traveled everywhere, and it was so much fun. And we'd go into places, and we let people know that there was a joining of what it means to be gay and Christian. So Jim Rigby, in your 40th year, thank you for all the ways that you have challenged domination systems. You know, this church reminds me of a renegade rabbi some 2,000 years ago who said, let's challenge every power over system and invite them to become partners. Let's go from patriarchy to partnership. So thank you for your stand for justice, for love, for peace, and for saying yes to people like me. Blessed be. Happy, happy birthday, happy anniversary.